Hey Airbnb hosts, in today's video we're going to be talking about how you can make your property pet friendly.
First we'll be walking through on screen how to change your listing to a pet friendly listing in-app.
Then we're going to give you our top 3 tips on how you can successfully host guests with pets while ensuring the safety of your property, yourself, and your guests,
while maintaining your positive reviews.
And we're saving the best tip, the one that is most likely to gain you the positive reviews you need to become a Superhost until the very end, so stick around.
Pretty obvious, you're not going to give the best one first, then everyone will just watch another video.
Okay.
Before we get started, let us know in the comments where you're hosting from.
And if you want to, drop a link to your Airbnb listing so we can all check out what your listing looks like.
And judge you.
There's no judgment! Alright, so first of all you're going to open the Airbnb app and then you're going to navigate over to your listings. If you only have one, this should be fairly straightforward. If you have more than one, you are going to need to update whether or not you accept pets in all of those listings. So for us, we're going to select our loft conversion.
So next, you're going to scroll down to house rules.
Once you're inside, you can select whether or not you will allow pets on this listing. But don't stop there, because after that, you're going to have to put in your pet surcharge if you want to charge more, which most people do.
I would, because, yeah, it's a little bit more of a risk / cleaning and stuff.
And to do that, you're going to go back, and then you're going to scroll up into additional charges. Once you're in additional charges, it should be located right below your cleaning fee. So you're going to select that, and you're going to put in your pet fee. This can be whatever you want it to be, but I would suggest going through your local listings and seeing what other hosts charge if you want to be competitive with the market.
And it's as simple as that, no problem at all, right Joey? Moving on to our 3 tips. Tip number 1. Be very clear with your house rules.
If you don't let them know what your house rules are in regards to pets, then you can't expect them to just read your mind. That would be unreasonable. So, some things to think about are, do you have an outdoor space for the pets to run around in?
Do you expect them to remove the poop from the garden? I mean, for us it's a given, right? They might just be like, well, they charge a cleaning fee, so that must be in the cleaning fee. I'm not picking up poop on my holiday.
Well, but they should, and if you put that in your house rules, then they have
it's
to.
Clear.
Do you want the pet to be under constant supervision? We do.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a big one. Although your parents did have guests come and then they left their dog in the guest room.
That's because they didn't say don't leave them unattended. But if you say in the listing don't leave them unattended, then they won't. They might do.
But if they do, you can argue it, can't you?
So this is your house, you make the rules. Obviously you wouldn't want to set out a billion rules, because then people are just going to have to study a booklet before they come on holiday.
But you could give them a simple checklist of things that you expect them to do. Clean up the poop, supervise your dog. It's pretty easy, actually.
This not only keeps you happy, but it also keeps your neighbours happy.
Alright, tip number 2. Make sure that your property is pet friendly. Which is the whole point of this video, but make sure that it's safe.
Yeah, if you say that you've got an exercise area and you can let the dog off the lead there, you expect as a guest that it's an enclosed area where your dog couldn't escape, because we couldn't let our dogs off in an area without completely fenced in place.
Another thing to keep in mind if you are offering an outdoor space for the pets, make sure that you don't have any poisonous plants in the garden that dogs could snuffle, because that would
Because they will.
Yeah, they will.
Sod's law, the only thing no snuffle in the garden is the thing they're not supposed to snuffle.
Also, if your garden is really overgrown, perhaps consider mowing it if you live in an area that is prone to ticks, because nobody likes getting a tick.
It just looks nicer as well. You want to have an overgrown garden and have guests in it and stuff, would you? Number 3, and this one is the one that's going to help you achieve Superhost status. Joey said status, but in England it's status.
Superhost status.
Status.
Alright, this one is not required by any means, but it does go a long way with pet owners who like to travel with their pets.
You can go one step beyond and provide a dog bed, bowls for water and food, and maybe even a few treats.
Another thing that you can consider including is a place for the pet owners to dispose of the pet waste. If you don't have a garbage can outside for them to put the poop into after they've picked it up, they're going to be less likely to pick it up and more likely to bring it into the house and put it in the bin underneath the sink, which nobody wants. And do you want to say the treats again?
The whole shebang about
no,
the treats?
just the treats.
And the treats will go a long way. You can give someone a treat and they'll be a bit thankful, but if you give their dog a treat, they're more grateful, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
They're just like, oh my god, you care about my dog. This must mean that you're a nice person.
I know, we're always really excited. Like, our dogs are the pickiest dogs in the world and they never take treats from strangers, but it still makes us happy when we walk into a coffee shop and they bust out the treat dish because it shows they care.
Yeah, they've actually thought about it rather than just clicked, oh, I want extra money so they can bring their pet.
And that's going to be the thing that is going to most likely give you a shot at getting Superhost status, because when you have happy pet owners, they're usually happy to leave a good review as well. Let us know in the comments if you found this video helpful.
And don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff.
Speaking of this stuff, if you want to keep binge watching our content, here's something that we think you would enjoy watching next, and here's something that YouTube thinks you would enjoy watching next.
Okay, bye!
Then we're going to give you our top 3 tips on how you can...
Step number 1, you're going to have to go...